Beloved, the universe is alive with an infinite intelligence that bends itself to the words you speak and the vibrations you hold. Every thought you release, every sentence you utter, every silent declaration whispered from the chambers of your heart, is a command that the universe obeys without resistance. This is the secret that sages have carried across centuries, hidden in parables, written in sacred texts, and encoded in the patterns of life itself. The universe listens, and it listens to you. You are not a spectator in creation. You are the conductor of energy, the master of a symphony where thought, feeling, and intention form the music that calls forth worlds, unseen, into physical expression. When you truly grasp this, you stop pleading with life to change, and you begin issuing the command that shifts reality. A command is not desperate, it is not begging, it is not hoping. It is spoken with calm authority, with a knowing that the invisible substance of the universe has already responded. Imagine standing in front of a great orchestra. When you raise your hand and motion for the strings, they move. When you signal for the horns, they answer. The universe is infinitely more precise, infinitely more responsive. The moment you declare with faith, "It is mine," the energy begins rearranging. People, circumstances, opportunities, and even what may seem like accidents are drawn into alignment with that decree. Think of the countless moments you have unconsciously commanded. The times you declared yourself unlucky, unworthy, unready, and life reflected it without hesitation. You were not cursed, you were simply powerful. Your word went forth and did not return void. But when you awaken, when you realize that the same energy that obeyed limitation will obey abundance, healing, joy, and success, you shift from being a passive participant to a conscious creator. The command of your word, backed by the feeling of certainty, is the most potent force in existence. Understand this: the universe does not argue. It does not negotiate. It does not analyze whether you are worthy or not, ready or not, deserving or not. It simply receives the impression of your inner state and reflects it faithfully. If the command is fear, it answers with more shadows. If the command is love, it floods your path with light. If the command is wealth, opportunities rise like waves at your feet. The power lies in recognizing that you are already issuing commands every moment, and the only question is whether you are commanding consciously or unconsciously. Many live in a haze, believing they are victims of chance, when in truth they are creators directing energy by default. They say, "Nothing ever works out for me," and the universe echoes back, "So be it." They say, "I never have enough," and the law of correspondence answers, "As you decree, it is established." But when one rises and declares with conviction, "I am abundant, I am radiant, I am divinely guided, I am already in possession of the good I seek," then the great storehouse of the infinite begins to open its gates. What was once delayed comes quickly. What was once hidden is revealed. What was once impossible begins to assemble before their very eyes. To issue a true command is to speak from the seat of authority within you. The place where your words are not mere sounds, but vibrations backed by belief. Think of electricity. It does not flow because you plead with it. It flows because you turn the switch with certainty. You do not beg water to run from the faucet. You turn the handle, and the law responds. In the same way, the law of the universe responds when you speak in alignment with conviction. When you say, "It is done," it is done in the unseen, and soon it becomes visible. There is a frequency behind every word, and this frequency does not lie. You may speak the words of abundance while holding doubt in your chest, and the universe will not respond to the words but to the frequency of doubt. To command is not merely to say. It is to feel, to embody, to align thought, word, and emotion into one undivided force. This is why those who declare with joy, with gratitude, with absolute expectation, see results that others call miracles. But there are no miracles. There is only the natural unfolding of law. Consider this: when you place an order in a restaurant, you do not run into the kitchen, worrying if the chef will cook it. You trust that the order has been received, and you prepare to receive it. Yet, in life, how often do people place their order with the universe, asking for health, prosperity, or love, and then immediately doubt, stress, and cancel the very command they gave? They ask, but they do not command. A true command is followed by peace, by rest, by a knowing that it is already being carried out. You must also remember that the universe speaks in images and feelings more than in words. If your words declare wealth, but your feelings paint pictures of poverty, the universe listens to the picture. If your words declare love, but your inner vision sees rejection, the universe listens to the vision. This is why imagination is the secret chamber of creation. When you close your eyes and dwell in the scene of already having, already being, already living your desire, you impress the command upon the subconscious, and the subconscious whispers it into the field of infinite potential. The field listens, rearranges, and manifests. Feelings are the language of creation. The electric charge of thought sends the signal, but the magnetic pull of emotion draws it into form. Together, they become the command. If you feel lack while declaring abundance, you are sending mixed signals. But when you feel joy, gratitude, and certainty while declaring, the universe has no choice but to obey. It is law. Beloved, your task is not to fight, not to struggle, not to prove worthy. It is to speak with clarity and feel with certainty. When the commander gives an order, the troops do not ask if he is worthy, they carry it out. When you command with authority, the forces of the universe respond. And when you live in harmony with this truth, you begin to see that every desire, every dream, every longing of your heart has been placed within you, because it is possible, because it is already yours in the invisible. Your desire is not a fantasy. It is a preview of what is seeking to express itself through you. So rise each morning and issue your command. Stand tall, even before you touch the ground, and declare, "This day is mine. Doors of opportunity swing wide before me. I am magnetic to wealth, love, and health. The universe bends to my decree. All that belongs to me by divine right comes to me with ease, speed, and delight." Do not whisper it with doubt. Say it with joy, with strength, with the knowing that you are aligning yourself with a law more exact than gravity. And when fear arises, and it will, do not see it as your enemy. See it as the shadow that appears before light. In that moment, choose again. Command again. Speak again. Fear has no authority unless you feed it with agreement. You may feel the tremble of old patterns, but remember, feelings follow focus. Place your focus on the truth of who you are, and the fear dissolves like mist before the morning sun. There is no circumstance too great, no obstacle too heavy, no delay too long when you wield the command of your word. Mountains bow to conviction. Seas part before faith. Entire timelines rearrange before the steady insistence of a soul that knows its own authority. When you issue the command, "I am," you summon the creative forces of the cosmos to embody that declaration. Say, "I am strong," and strength is drawn to you. Say, "I am prosperous," and prosperity begins to circulate in your experience. Say, "I am healed," and cells receive the message, adjusting their blueprint to the vibration of wholeness. Do not underestimate the subtle power of repetition. Each time you declare, you etch the command deeper into the subconscious. Each time you feel the reality of your desire, you strengthen the signal. And soon, what was once an inner vision becomes an outer reality. You may look back and wonder how it came to pass, and the answer will be simple: the universe listened to your command, and it obeyed. Beloved, the command you carry is sacred. It is the very echo of the Creator speaking through you. When you declare with love, you align with the heartbeat of the universe. When you declare with faith, you align with the infinite supply already prepared for you. Speak, then, with authority. Feel, then, with certainty. Live, then, as if your word is law, because it is. Every command you give is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of the unseen. Some seeds sprout quickly. Others lie hidden beneath the surface until the timing is perfect, but all respond to the nature of what was planted. If you sow seeds of doubt, weeds of limitation spring forth. If you sow seeds of power, of clarity, of abundance, then sooner or later, that field blooms into a harvest that astonishes even you. The wise do not worry about the soil. They trust the law of growth. They know their only work is to sow with intention, water with faith, and allow the harvest to appear in its appointed season. The impatient uproot their seeds to check if anything is happening, but the commander trusts the invisible process. That is why rest is an essential part of commanding. You must know that once your word is spoken with conviction, the process has already begun, and your peace becomes the proof of your faith. So many souls sabotage their own commands by contradicting them with fear. They say, I am wealthy, but then they complain about bills. They say, I am loved, but then they dwell on loneliness. They say, I am healthy, but then they rehearse symptoms with their friends. Beloved, you cannot plant roses in the morning and pour poison on them at night. The law does not discriminate. It hears every vibration you send, and it answers with precision. To command effectively is to maintain consistency, to live in the end, to speak as if it is done, to feel as if it is yours already. And when your outer world tempts you to doubt, that is your invitation to issue the command again, louder, stronger, deeper, until the inner vision outweighs the outer evidence. This is the path of mastery, to dwell in the reality of the unseen until the unseen becomes seen. The world may call it delusion, but the masters call it creation. For everything you see now, every building, every invention, every song, every cure, was once invisible, carried only in the imagination of one who dared to command it into form. Do not despise your imagination. It is not childish fancy. It is the workshop of the infinite. Every time you visualize yourself walking in success, living in joy, overflowing with health, you are writing the blueprint. And once written, the command is heard, and the forces of the unseen begin construction. The secret lies in your identity. You do not command as a beggar pleading for scraps. You command as a divine being, clothed in authority, backed by the intelligence that breathes stars into being. When you remember this, your words carry weight. Your commands are not empty affirmations. They are decrees that bend reality. When you say, I am aligned with wealth, you are not hoping. It is an established truth spoken into motion. When you say, I walk in perfect health, you are not waiting for proof. You are giving proof to the law that health is the only reality. The body obeys, the cells obey, the organs obey. For everything that exists is listening. Do not underestimate the atmosphere of your inner world. When you dwell in gratitude, you amplify your command 100-fold. Gratitude is the magnet that pulls desires into manifestation with speed. To give thanks before you see the evidence is to prove to the universe that you trust its process. Imagine a child who receives a gift and squeals with joy before even opening the package. That joy draws more gifts, more surprises, more delight. In the same way, when you command and then immediately enter into thanksgiving, saying, Thank you, thank you, thank you, it is already mine. The universe quickens the delivery. You are a field of energy, constantly broadcasting signals into the infinite. The command is not just what you say with your lips, but what you consistently hold in thought and feeling. If your words are abundant, but your energy is heavy with doubt, the command is weak. But when thought, word, and emotion unite, your command becomes unstoppable. It slices through resistance, dissolves delay, and makes a straight path for manifestation. This is why alignment matters. Speak with your lips, envision with your mind, and feel with your heart in unison, and the law cannot deny you. Beloved, hear this truth: you are not waiting for your good. It is waiting for you. The moment you issue the command with unwavering faith, the blessing begins its journey toward you. Every detour, every delay, every seeming setback is only the rearranging of the chessboard to deliver what you have called. This is why the masters smile even in difficulty. For they know that reality is shifting beneath the surface. They do not panic at appearances. They know appearances are temporary, but the command is eternal. Think of a radio signal. You cannot hear the station until you tune into its frequency, but the broadcast has been there all along. The wealth, the love, the healing you seek is already being broadcast on the frequency of abundance, of joy, of wholeness. Your command is the act of tuning your dial, aligning your inner world with the frequency of what is already true. The moment you align, you hear the music, you see the evidence, you experience the manifestation. The broadcast did not begin when you tuned in. It was always there. In the same way, your blessings are not created by your command. They are revealed by it. To live this truth daily, rise each morning and affirm with authority. I command this day to yield blessings. I command my body to align with health. I command my mind to align with clarity. I command my finances to expand. I command love, joy, and peace to surround me. Speak it not as a wish, but as a decree. And then, act as if it is so. Walk as if you are already in possession of what you have commanded. Smile as if you already hold it. Move with the confidence of one who knows the law has already responded. As you do this, life begins to mirror you in astonishing ways. Strangers appear to help. Doors open without effort. Ideas drop into your mind with precision. Solutions arise where there were only problems before. And each manifestation strengthens your faith, until commanding becomes as natural as breathing. You stop worrying, you stop doubting. You simply live as a commander, and the universe delights to obey. Remember always, the command is not arrogance, it is alignment. It is not pride, it is truth. You are not forcing the universe, you are harmonizing with it. You are not manipulating energy, you are directing it, as was always your birthright. This is why the simple phrase, I am, is the most powerful command in existence. Whatever follows those words becomes a decree, a prophecy, a reality in waiting. Use it with care, use it with love, use it with certainty. Say, I am peace, and peace gathers around you. Say, I am abundant, and streams of increase flow. Say, I am love, and love magnifies in every encounter. The universe listens to this command. It has always listened. It will always listen. And when you know this deeply, you stop asking, will it happen, and begin declaring, it is happening now. The vibration of command must become your natural state, not something you reach for only in times of crisis. Too many wait until the storm strikes, before they attempt to remember their power, yet the true master commands the weather of their life, before the clouds even gather. When you live daily in the authority of your word, challenges dissolve before they ever materialize. You begin to notice that situations, which would have once thrown you into panic, no longer appear in your experience. Because your command of peace, your command of order, has already established a field that repels chaos. Understand that the field of infinite intelligence is impartial. It does not measure the size of your request. It only responds to the clarity of it. Whether you command a cup of coffee or a kingdom of wealth, the law is the same. To the universe, there is no difference between manifesting a feather and manifesting a fortune. The difference lies only in the limitations you have accepted in your own mind. If you believe it is hard, it will be hard. If you believe it is easy, it will flow with ease. Your command shapes the experience, not the object of desire itself. This is why those who command small things with faith often find that larger desires follow quickly. Each small manifestation builds the muscle of certainty. Each answered command increases trust in the law, until eventually you no longer see anything as impossible. You stop measuring with the yardstick of limitation, and you begin to live in the measureless flow of infinite supply. And in this state, you command not only for yourself, but for others as well. For you recognize that the same power which responds to your word responds to theirs, and that your decree can extend blessings far beyond your own life. Imagine standing in the center of your world, issuing decrees of light that ripple outward. You declare, peace fills this home, and every corner of your dwelling vibrates with harmony. You declare, love surrounds my family, and arguments dissolve, replaced by understanding. You declare, Abundance overflows in this household, and unexpected income, opportunities, and favor begin to arrive. These are not empty words. They are frequencies. They are energy, and energy never disappears. It only transforms into visible expression. The key is persistence. A commander does not give an order once, and then abandon it if results are not immediate. The command is repeated until the mission is fulfilled. When you speak your word and hold to it, the universe reorganizes, even if the evidence is delayed. If you declare wealth and the outer world still shows lack, it does not mean the command failed. It means the rearranging is still in progress. It means old patterns are being dissolved, new channels are being opened, and timing is aligning. The foolish cancel their order too soon, saying, "It didn't work." The wise hold steady, saying, "It is working now, even if I cannot yet see." Beloved, you must understand that the outer world is always a reflection of yesterday's command. What you see today is the harvest of seeds planted days, weeks, or months ago. If you do not like the harvest, do not curse the field. Simply plant anew, issue a new command, speak a new decree, and then, patiently, lovingly, faithfully, allow the new crop to grow. You are never trapped, never stuck. The moment you issue a new command, a new future begins to unfold. This is also why forgiveness is such a powerful command. When you release resentment, you break the cycle of repeating old pain. To cling to bitterness is to keep issuing the command of suffering. But when you forgive, when you say, "I release this, I command freedom for myself and others," you cut the chain of old energy and allow new blessings to flow. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the strongest command of liberation you can give. It resets the energy field and clears the way for miracles. Your subconscious mind is the loyal servant that carries out the command you give it. It does not argue, it does not reason. It simply accepts. If you say, "I am always failing," the subconscious records it and sets about making it true. If you say, "I am always guided and supported," it records that and orchestrates circumstances to prove it. This is why repetition matters. The more often you impress a command, the deeper it roots in the subconscious. And once rooted, it runs automatically, attracting people, opportunities, and experiences that match the decree. Think of the subconscious as fertile soil. Every word is a seed, every thought a planting. Some people allow weeds of fear, doubt, and worry to grow unchecked, and then wonder why their life is tangled in thorns. But the wise gardener tends their field with care, planting seeds of abundance, of joy, of strength, and then watering them daily with affirmations and visions of success. They do not allow the weeds of negative talk to overtake their garden, for they know the harvest will always reflect the planting. When you combine spoken command with deep feeling, you awaken a magnetic force within that pulls reality into alignment. Feeling is the fire behind the word. Without it, the command is weak. With it, the command is irresistible. This is why gratitude, joy, and love are such accelerators of manifestation. They are high-frequency emotions that empower the word with creative force. If you simply say, "I am abundant," but feel nothing, the soil receives little. But if you declare, "I am abundant," with your heart swelling, your chest expanding, your spirit singing with joy, the whole universe leans in and answers. Beloved, let me tell you this: the universe has never failed to obey a true command. It is exact. It is precise. If you look around and see evidence of lack, it is not failure. It is accuracy. It is the law reflecting back the commands of worry, of fear, of doubt that have been issued over time. But in this moment you can change it. In this breath you can issue a new decree. You are not bound by yesterday. The past cannot hold you, unless you command it to. Right now you can declare, "I am free, I am prosperous, I am healthy, I am loved." And the entire field of creation will begin moving mountains to prove it. And once you taste this truth, once you experience the speed with which reality bends to your command, you will never again give careless words. You will treasure your speech. You will guard your tongue. For you will know that every word is a brushstroke painting the canvas of your future. You will speak deliberately, lovingly, powerfully, because you will see the direct connection between your decree and your destiny. The time is now. Command boldly. Command joyfully. Command constantly. For the universe is listening, and it cannot help but obey. There is a sacred rhythm to the way the universe responds, and when you tune yourself to it, life begins to flow with such elegance that struggle becomes foreign to you. The river does not force itself to the sea, yet it always arrives. In the same way, your command does not strain or strive, it simply directs the flow. Many mistake commanding with aggression, but it is not about tension. It is about certainty. A true command is calm. It carries no desperation. It does not clutch, it does not chase, it does not plead. It is spoken in peace, like a king who knows his decree is law. Like a queen who knows her word is final. That inner calm is itself a signal of faith. And faith is the bridge that carries your desire from the unseen into the seen. Consider how often you have spoken against yourself, not realizing that each word carried authority. You said, "I'm always unlucky," and luck seemed to slip through your fingers. You said, "I can't catch a break," and breaks avoided you. You said, "No one ever listens to me," and people overlooked your voice. These were not coincidences, they were commands. But now you awaken, and in your awakening, you reclaim your authority. Now you say, "Everything is working out in my favor." Now you declare, "I am always in the right place at the right time." Now you affirm, "My words carry power, and the world responds to me with grace." And as these new commands take root, the outer world reshapes itself. It is not arrogance to speak this way. It is alignment with truth. For you are not commanding from the small self, the limited ego, you are commanding from the divine essence within you, the spark of creation itself. When you say, "I am," it is the echo of the eternal "I am" speaking through you. You are not forcing reality. You are revealing it. You are not creating out of thin air. You are calling forth what has always been yours by right of existence. The vibration of command becomes most powerful when it is joined with stillness. Silence is not emptiness. It is fullness. In the quiet of your mind, when you release the noise of doubt and chatter, your command becomes clear, sharp, undeniable. This is why meditation magnifies manifestation. When you enter the field of silence and then speak your decree, the energy is unclouded, and the law responds with precision. Even a single word, spoken from stillness, can shift mountains. Beloved, let us speak of persistence again, for it is the mark of mastery. A single drop of water seems powerless, but repeated over time it carves through stone. Your command, spoken consistently, imprints itself upon the field, until the unseen has no choice but to rearrange. Some give up too quickly, saying, "It didn't happen." But the wise understand that every repetition deepens the groove. Every affirmation strengthens the current, until suddenly, the dam breaks and the flood of manifestation arrives. That breakthrough moment is never chance. It is the culmination of persistent command. Do not fear delay. Delay is not denial, it is alignment. Sometimes the field is rearranging pieces you cannot see. Sometimes the timing must harmonize with other destinies. Sometimes your own inner readiness must grow to hold the blessing you have called. But if you remain steadfast, the manifestation cannot miss you. It is tethered to your command. It must arrive as surely as dawn follows night. And when it arrives, do not act surprised. Rejoice, yes, but rejoice as one who expected it. Rejoice as one who knew the law could not fail. When you command a ship to dock and it appears on the horizon, you are not shocked. You are satisfied. In the same way, your manifestations are not lucky breaks, they are answered decrees. Celebrate them with gratitude, and then command again, for life is an endless unfolding of new desires, new expansions, new creations. This is why joy is the most magnetic command of all. When you walk in joy, you are constantly issuing a decree of abundance. Joy says, "I am already fulfilled." Joy says, "I trust the process." Joy says, "All is well," and the universe, hearing this, multiplies your reasons for joy. Similarly, Gratitude is a command that multiplies blessings. To give thanks in advance is to command with absolute certainty, for only one who believes a thing is theirs can celebrate it before it arrives. Gratitude places you in the state of already having, and from that state, manifestation rushes to meet you. Beloved, begin to live as if every thought, every word, every feeling is a decree that shapes the clay of reality. Because it is. Speak with care. Imagine with intention. Feel with purpose. Walk with awareness. Let your inner dialogue become a steady stream of empowering commands. I am safe. I am guided. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am radiant. I am unstoppable. I am one with the infinite. Repeat them until they are no longer affirmations but identities. And when identity and command fuse, the universe bends effortlessly to your will. This is the alchemy of creation, to merge the word with the feeling, the vision with the certainty, until the command is no longer something you say but something you are. Then, even your silence speaks. Even your presence commands. Even your energy issues decrees without words, and life responds accordingly. You walk into a room, and peace follows you. You enter a space, and opportunities find you. You think a thought, and reality adjusts itself. This is the level of mastery available to you, if only you will practice daily the art of command. The question is not whether the universe listens. It has always listened. The question is, what are you commanding? Beloved, the truth is unshakable. The universe is listening to you right now. In every word, every thought, every feeling. It has always listened and always obeyed, not as a judge but as a faithful servant to your vibration. You are not powerless. You are not small. You are the voice through which creation itself continues to unfold. When you awaken to this, life is no longer random. Every day becomes a canvas, and your command becomes the brush that paints the picture. The command is simple, yet profound, is speak with certainty, feel with conviction, envision with clarity, and live as if your word is law. Stop asking whether it will happen and start declaring that it is already done. Release the doubts that cancel your power, and take joy in knowing that the field of infinite intelligence is always rearranging itself in your favor. When fear whispers, command peace. When lack appears, command abundance. When sickness tries to claim space, command health. When loneliness knocks, command love. Stand firm in the authority given to you by the very breath of life, and know that your decree echoes through the invisible, until it becomes visible. From this moment forward, let your words be deliberate, your visions expansive, and your feelings aligned with joy. For the universe listens to your command, and your command shapes your destiny. You are not waiting on miracles. You are the miracle in motion. Speak and it is done. Declare and it is established. Command and the universe obeys. That is your power, your gift, your responsibility. Use it wisely. Use it joyfully. Use it now.